Hey, welcome to another episode of Evolution Exposure with me, Brandon. This is the show where I talk about my favorite small bands that deserve the whole world. In today's episode, we're going to talk about another excellent Edmonton group. They're called Good Nature. Now, I have to admit to a bit of a bias on this one. My friend plays in the band, but that's okay, isn't it? Like all great groups, these guys formed while attending university in Edmonton. They got Aaron on guitar and vocals, Fred's killing it on the sax, Ronan's plucking the keys, Curtis is on bass, Eli plays the drums, and my good friend Anthony, he's on the trumpet man extraordinaire. Now it's a bit of an ensemble cast, I know, but that's okay because without that, these guys would not have the unique sound that they have. The band first united back in 2015, but waited till 2016 to give us their first EP. It was a 6-song EP titled Waves. It just so happens that the title track happens to be one of my favorite tracks of all time. On this EP, the band weaves together an excellent genre-bending couple of tracks. The best way I can describe it would be jazz meets modern rock with just a suggestion, a sprinkle, if you will, of punk rock. Think of it like Bad Bad Not Good meets Yukon Blonde with a little bit of like pop thrown in there for good measures. Each track on the EP does a fantastic job showcasing the talent that these guys have. The title track, Waves, even caught the attention of a local producer called Substation, who did a dance remix of it. And once you get a dance remix of your song, you've pretty much made it. The band chilled for a bit, probably finished school, and then released another song in 2018 called Revolutionary People. This song kind of ditched the punk rock elements in favor of a more polished indie pop sound, but that's okay because it still does an impeccable job of showcasing the horn section, and I am a sucker for a good horn section, and this song has it in spades. Fast forward to 2019 and the band dropped a cute little 2-song EP called Go Slow, which leads off with the song Go Slow, which also does an excellent job showcasing the horn section. It's so cool to be like, hey, that's my boy Tony killing it on the trumpet. The second song on the EP is called Trixie, and it feels like a huge departure from what we're used to from the band. It has a more dreamy, singer-songwritery vibe to it. The closest thing I could think of to equate it to would be something like James Bay. But it's good to mix it up, right? That way us fans don't get bored and we're always expecting something new from them. So it's still a great track, you should still check it out. And unfortunately, we've already reached the end of Good Nature's discography. They took a bit of a hiatus in early 2020, and then as you know, the world kinda blew up. And they haven't been able to make it back into the studio to record more music since then. I can only hope that this pandemic doesn't spell doom for these guys and other talented bands like them. But if it does, the only way to save them is to go listen to their music. So if they sounded remotely interesting to you at all, you better go check them out, okay? I'll find you. You better check them out. Once we can all go back to concerts, I cannot wait to be the first person through the door to support these guys. They are so good and they deserve a spot in your rotation. Thanks for checking out this episode of Evolution Exposure with me, Brandon, and make sure you stay tuned for more small bands that you should be listening to.